How you doing?
Doing great. Beautiful day out.
What happened with the? I know your brother was here in the spring. Did he get in anybody's camp? Or?
No, not right now. Not right now. My brother actually got a job working with Wells Fargo, so he's gonna be out here in Charlotte. So that's definitely a blessing, keeping him in house, and he'll definitely be at as many games this year as he can. So I'm excited for him.
Working out, or is he kind of now getting?
He's a gym rat, no matter what. I'm sure if opportunity came knocking, he'll definitely give it an opportunity. But yeah, so we'll see.
We saw yesterday Princely kind of had to be reminded about quarterback, but Dave said on film review and he sort of was trying to avoid Rice. Did you have any kind of follow up with him about that play?
Yeah, it was a good play. Actually, right after the play happened, I told Coach E kind of got on him a little bit, so I had to set the record straight. Like, nah, that was a good play. He tried to run past the quarterback. So yeah, it was a good play. I don't think he was tempo violent or doing nothing like that. It was just a good, solid play on Princely's part.
Ikem, what are you seeing for these young pass rushers this year? The team maybe lacked last year.
These young guys definitely got some juice. Definitely got some juice to them. I really feel like the defense as a whole has just been revitalized in a way. Those guys have been day in and day out. They've been trying to set the tone every day, and offense you're trying to set it too, and it's led to some great matchups here during camp. It's going to lead to some great matches moving forward. So, yeah, defense have been balling. I'll give them some credit.
Studied them much on film just to know what they can do, or is this that part of the learning process, right?
Of course, but also we had the whole spring as well, so I got to go out here and work with them live. So that was definitely a plus, getting some of that film out there. But no, those guys definitely got some juice to them.
When you get to see Rico up close, like when he's running between y'all, what kind of pops off about him?
The speed, obviously, but I just feel like Rico just an all-around solid, all-purpose back. I don't know, y'all are better at labels than I am, but I feel like that's definitely a label I describe him as. He can really do it all. He can run out the backfield, he can catch out the backfield, so definitely very well-rounded.
You guys coming through this year on the offensive line with Damian back next to you. Of course, Caden also trying to figure out what's going to happen there, but how important is it for your unit overall to have that continuity and have any kind of goals you guys have set, take a step forward again this upcoming season?
First and foremost, it's definitely rare, retaining as many guys as we did, so it's definitely a blessing in that aspect. But I feel like it's definitely a good opportunity for us to grow more and more, and, getting more and more connected. And I feel like the more time we spend together, just, we're going to play that much better. And I'm definitely excited to have all those guys back.
Rob said y'all hang out, but to a point. I think someone said, did y'all hang out this summer? He's like, no, not during the summer. Is that pretty accurate? And is there a saturation point where you're like, okay, I need a break from these guys?
I don't know about saturation point, but everybody kind of has their own summer plans. Obviously, Rob had some big plans this summer that, was very personal with him and his family. So congrats to Rob and Jules and everybody. But obviously we're back now. We're going to be spending 6 months together, whether we like it or not. But, good thing we love it. So it's definitely fun being around those guys and fellowshipping.
Who do you think is the best post-up player in the offensive line room?
Is that what y'all asked Rob yesterday when he came and started doing all that? Best post-up? I'm going to give credit to Yash. Yash is pretty stout. I think he has a little bit of a basketball background, but he reminds me a lot of Tim Duncan in demeanor. So I'm assuming that translates a little bit to the basketball court as well.
What's your game based on?
I think I'm a little bit of a slasher, I feel like I'm heavier than the average forward, but I still put myself at that 3. I can do it all. I can shoot, I can drive, so I'm gonna be that 3.
In the comp, or who's the comp?
No, Halliburton's a PG, but nah. I'm not gonna say that, but I'll say maybe like there's this one cat, young guy. I think his name's like Clifton Jr. or something like that. He had a 2-way contract for a while, but everybody kind of counted him out because he's like a statter guy. People didn't think he can move as well as he does, but he's a baller now. I think it was Clifton or Clayton Jr. Y'all can fact check me on that, but I'm gonna say that's my comp.
Elaborate a little bit on that Tim Duncan comparison, because Tim's like a Hall of Fame type player.
Tim Duncan. So obviously Tim Duncan's maybe a little bit more reserved, a little bit more quiet, maybe a little bit stoic, but I feel like people that really get to know Tim Duncan based on interviews that say he's a funny guy, lively. So I feel like that's kind of the same way with Yash. Yash might present like he's stoic and like he's like. I also like to say Groot. I don't know if y'all seen those movies, but I say he's like a little bit like Groot. Yeah, from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's kind of like his demeanor, but like when you really get to talk to him and get to be around Yash, definitely a lively guy, fun guy to be around, and so that's why I said Tim Duncan.
You ever play against Grant Williams?
Yeah, I did. So I did basketball team camp. I didn't play basketball at PD. I wrestled, but I did basketball team camp my freshman year, and he was over there. He could have dunked on me one time. He let up on me though. I'll never forget that. He definitely saved me there a little bit. But yeah, I got a little bit of work for his Grant, a little bit. I was with JV though, so.
You've talked to us before about you wanting to be here, and I know you guys had some talks in the spring. How confident are you? You think something could potentially get done before the season, or what do you think timeline-wise?
Well, I'm not going to talk timeline, obviously. You know what I was going to say. I'm going to let my agent handle that one and everything like that. But I've always said I want to be here. This is, people always say this is home for me, but this is literally my home. Like, born and raised here, grew up a Panther fan, so I definitely want to wear that process blue as long as I can. So hopefully we can definitely get something done.
Yeah, I don't want to force you to have a Marvel comparison to all your teammates, but what you've played next to Damian Lewis, like last year he had a really good year. What have you learned from him now that you have a full calendar year of knowing him?
So I'm not gonna lie. While you was talking, I was thinking of a Marvel comparison.
No way.
So can you please redo the question? My fault. I'm so sorry.
Just generally, what have you learned about Damian?
Yeah, I mean, Damian is obviously a great guy, family man, keeps God first in his life. So personality-wise, off the field life, definitely a guy that I want to stay closer to. But also on the field, you see he's a dog. He likes to move guys around. He likes to bully guys on the field, and that's definitely a mindset I buy into. So definitely excited to have Damian here next to me this year.
Comparison, man.
I don't know why I forgot all their names because I haven't seen the Guardian Galaxy movie in a while. But the guy, the alien guy, he's played by the wrestler. You know what I'm talking about?
Drax. Yeah.
Yes, Drax the Destroyer. There you go. That's D-Lou right there. He Drax the Destroyer for sure. I can tell by lack of reaction y'all ain't seen the movie, so y'all can look it up. Y'all can look it up. You're gonna be like, yeah, that's right.
Yesterday, Dave was in here and he said the Panthers are going to be a team that other people don't want to play this year. When you hear your coach say that to set the tone for training camp, as an offensive line, how do you guys take that and use it?
We buy into it. That's obviously, the trenches is where the battle starts. So the trenches is where, in my opinion, it really dictates the game, the O-line, D-line. So as long as the O-line, D-line is dominant, I feel like that's going to be true. Teams are going to want to play us as long as we go out there and we show each and every play that we want to put you in the dirt. So that's definitely a mindset that we're going to adopt. Thank you. No doubt. Appreciate y'all.